guys, today I have a review on the Amazing Cosmetics Amazing Concealer. They actually sent me this for review purposes. I'm in the shade Light Golden. This concealer is worth $42, which I was like, oh, it's so expensive. I have never seen a concealer this expensive before. It has 20 shades and it comes with 0.5 fluid ounces. So I mean, you're gonna have enough product in here to last you a really long time, which is a good thing, especially for the price point. Okay, so what it says is that a celebrity makeup artist's favorite. It's a multi-purpose full coverage concealer. A small amount is all that is needed to erase any imperfection. So what they claim is that this is a coverage that is water resistant and is a full coverage. It'll cover anything. As I'm speaking, I'm going to show a demo here. I do like applying this with the Beauty Blender just because I feel it looks more natural and it goes on smoother with the Beauty Blender. But I'm going to show you guys here so you guys can see just the tiniest amount, and I'm going to blend this out on my hand so you can see the full extent of the coverage of this. Do you see that? I mean, it is full coverage. Okay, so my overall thoughts on this concealer, I do like the fact that it is really full coverage. I do like the way it applies. I do have to say there is a little trick around this concealer. It is creamy, it is thick, and for someone like me who has really, you know, deep set wrinkles underneath the eyes, you do have to warm this up. What I do is I apply the tiniest amount here to like just a mixing plate, and I use my finger and warm it up and then apply it. That's why you'll see my finger when I'm applying it in the video on the demo, and it's because I warm it up first here and then apply the littlest amount and then go in with my Beauty Blender. I feel like the Beauty Blender makes it look a lot more natural, especially since the Beauty Blender is wet. If I use a brush, I do not really like the application of this dry. As far as like using just a brush to apply it, I feel like it goes on way too thick, especially for my dry under eyes and the deep wrinkles that I have. The only way I like applying this is with the Beauty Blender because it's so nice and moist and wet that it really like blends it out and makes it look more natural. I do have to set this because if not, you will get creasing. I do feel like you need to set this right away. I literally do one eye, blend it out with the Beauty Blender, and then set it with powder right away. I think if you wait too long or if you try to do both eyes at the same time, you'll see that you'll have a lot of creasing. So that is something that you do have to watch out for. I feel like this concealer is going to be really good for someone who needs like a really thick full coverage concealer, especially if you have like a really problematic area, if you have like any kind of like mark that you want to cover, any kind of like for example, I have a pimple right here. This shade's a little bit way too light for my skin tone, but you can literally see how that would like literally just disappear anything that you have on your face. I would not use this for my face this color because of the fact that it's way lighter. I asked them for a lighter shade because of the fact that I really like that really bright under eye. But I definitely recommend this if you have any kind of imperfection on your face that you want to hide. I would get this in your own color, like your skin tone color, and use it for that because this will work miracles, and that way you can kind of use it on that area and not do like a full-on foundation. You can just cover with those areas and then maybe do a lighter foundation. This does stay in place and does not budge at all. Once I wore this, I mean, I literally was like sweating, did the whole 9 yards at work, and this stuff just stayed in place. I was super impressed by the longevity of this concealer. So I'd love to hear back from you guys. Let me know if you've tried this, what your thoughts are, if you've had the same kind of experience that I have. Like I said, it is a concealer that you kind of have to work around, kind of warm up, depending on your skin type. I have really dry under eyes. I use a primer, the Amazing Cosmetics primer with this, and it works really good. And like I said, I have to heat it up, really blend it in, and blend it with the Beauty Blender or a, you know, a damp sponge. I really have been loving, in the video I actually use the Beauty Junkies one, so it's not the Beauty Blender, but you get my drift. Any kind of like wet or damp sponge will work really nicely with this. So I'd love to hear back from you guys. Let us know what your skin type is, what kind of experience you had. I'd love to hear back from you guys. Thank you guys as always for watching, for subscribing. If you're not subscribed, definitely hit that little red button down below. I love you guys to death, and until next time, bye guys.